Come back here, man. I'm gonna put this in your fucking throat, man. You hear me?
My email accounts are...
True international effort to pressure.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Gentlemen, welcome. Please find a seat and relax. We have a lot to discuss. Welcome one and all. I'm KC.
And I am DC.
And we are two goddamn gentlemen, bringing to you this and every week a celebration of all things towel shitting and being the best wrestler in your house at all costs.
At all costs.
Head over to twogoddamngentlemen.com where you can see and vote on the Hall of Gentlemen. Find links to our Twitter, voicemail, YouTube, and Patreon. And that gets you access into the live Discord during every show, including our Lady of the Night and Podcast We Beat bonus episodes. A new ladies episode is being recorded live on the Discord this coming Thursday. DC, if you would please read back the minutes to last week's meeting.
Thank you, Casey. As you said, it is this and every week a celebration of all things towel shitting and being the best wrestler in your house at all costs. So without further ado, let's see if towel shitting and being the best wrestler at all costs got our gentleman on the list. There he is. Rick Majerus, a true gentleman at a +5, a healthy +5. Only 11 behind our ultimate gentleman.
That's right. Mel Gibson extends his lead, now a +16. The ultimate gentleman right now, followed closely by my guy King Henry VIII at a +12.
Yeah, Brigham Young dropped to +11. He's now third place. I don't like that. But right behind him, as usual, is Porter Rockwell at a +9.
Yep, Donald J. Trump is now tied with the always rising Jeff Wilpon. As his replacement, Steve Cohen, signs people for my New York Mets. Jeff is doing well in his own right, so that's good to see. And then we have a tie at 5+ is H.H. Holmes and your guy, Rick Majerus.
Right behind him, Brett Stevens at +4.
And then the final two gentlemen so far, John Bodkin Adams is a +3, and off the poverty line to a +1, Dennis Kozlowski, officially a gentleman, good to see.
It was good to see.
Let's head below the poverty line, DC. There you find my Pilgrims, sitting at a -2. And
yes.
And there he is. There's my nomination from last week. Not a gentleman right now. It is a -3 for John DuPont.
Yeah, the people were a little bit unsure of what to do. There were a lot of upvotes, a lot of downvotes, just a couple more downvotes for him than up. The Mongols, he's tied with at -3.
Martin Shkreli at a -5. Grant McDonald at a -8.
Andre Chikatilo at -10, and tied with -11 is Jace Connors.
And John Edwards.
I love that guy. Darkside Phil, who we will be doing an update on next week. We did get a request for more Darkside Phil content. Not really a lot going on. He's still shitty at video games, but there are a lot of new released video games going on with the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever the fuck it is now, coming out. So we will be on that. He is sitting at -14.
I'm J Station. I don't think that'll be the last time he's mentioned tonight. That's a -16 for him now. One ahead of Jerry Falwell Jr. to -17.
Tied with Joe Biden, who is also just people hate Trump and Biden. I think they're just going to keep going down and down and down. I can't see anything Joe Biden does outside of dying that will get him moving back up in the gentlemanly direction, but that could be soon. At -18, and I'll just take it over from here, is both John Bulla and Russell Greer, who we did an update on. We looked for some update material on him because I had heard that he was suing my encyclopedia of shitheads, otherwise known as Kiwi Farms. I don't know if he's dropped the suit or if he just slobbered all over it and it's illegible. Like he can't, the judge can't read it or what's going on. But that's that. Jonathan Yaniv, the ultimate miscreants down at the bottom here at a -25. He's still hanging around. A new ultimate miscreant, Maddox, is at -38, but Tommy Tudor got so much publicity over the last 2 weeks. And I don't know if you could say that negative publicity is good publicity in this case. for him because not only is he the ultimate miscreant now at -43, he's gone dark. Casey, the last time Tommy Tudor posted anything online where he usually hangs out, which is another message board where we found him, AMB, as they like to call, and YouTube. He has a station that he would post to a couple times a week. You know, he wouldn't go that long, but the last post he made was 2 days before our interview, and the last time he posted on AMB was the day after our interview. Got mad at some people, left, and hasn't been heard from there since. So I think we should and can take credit for Tommy Tudor going underground.
Pats on our own backs are very deserved here. You're welcome, world, really, for ridding you of old Tommy Toots, because that was.
But we are sorry, dogs. We are sorry, dogs, because that's freed up his time to do other things.
That's true. Random runaway 14-year-olds. Be aware, Tommy's spending less time online.
God damn, it's a real shame. Now, in addition to Tommy Tudor, you had an update on one of your gentlemen that was kind of funny.
Yeah, so when I had nominated Jerry Falwell Jr. as a gentleman, he was in the midst of suing Liberty University because he claimed that they were taking the facts of his cuckness and using them against him, and he's dropped that lawsuit because that's what he was doing.
Yeah, how dare they take his own words on his voicemail and use it against him?
Yeah.
What idiots?
The gall of those people.
Well, you just can't please everybody. So, like we said, Dark Side Phil content coming next week. Ladies of the Night will be next Thursday night, 10 o'clock. Usually seems to work best on those school nights. And that's it for the minutes, Casey.
That's a beautiful thing. You are leading us off tonight with your gentlemanly nomination. As always, we'll do the honoraries in the middle, and then I'll close. So, DC, who do you have for us?
Well, it was tough. I was between two people, and I really thought that I needed to get back into shitting on somebody truly shitty. And so this person does not have many, if any, redeeming qualities. It is Lucas Werner.
And I think what you meant by shitting on, you meant nominating as a gentleman.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he is a gentleman. This is Lucas Werner. He's got a thing they call crazy eyes. What do you think?
Yeah, he does. I'm not thinking it's a medical term, but he's got it. That's true. Yeah.
He has some medical terms that could be associated with him, but yeah, crazy eyes. I like to think I coined that as a medical term. Lucas was born to parents, as most people are, and one of his parents, his mother, had a blog online that she kind of intros him better than I could. So I'll let her do it. I have no idea what his mom's name is, and who cares? But she says Lucas was born on November 27th, 1979 at 6:29 a.m. He weighed 7 pounds 1 ounce and was 21 inches long. When I heard my then husband say, "We have a son," I knew instinctually that I was going to love this little thing like I never loved anything in my life. He was perfect. He was the most beautiful thing I ever laid my eyes on. When the doctor laid him on my chest, I knew the stars were aligned. There was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that this child would never, ever want for anything. Now, Lucas was homeless, and he blamed his mom for that. So, if you could for me, please play image number 1. I've got a scathing Facebook post from Lucas. He posted this or shared this photo to Roy Werner's timeline. I'm guessing that that's his dad because he shits on his mom and stepdad, saying, "My mom and stepdad have been cutting Christmases and birthdays down for the past past 5 years." He is like 35 years old when he posted this, so so they can afford to move back to Arizona to retire again. Those assholes. How dare they cut down on Christmas and his birthday?
Very selfish.
So they can afford to move back to Arizona. Last year, I got a used laptop that broke. They think they're funny. They probably didn't know.
They are funny.
They probably didn't know that, it was going to break, but, whatever. The last time I talked to Larry, I can only assume that was his stepdad, he was telling me how they were having the pool dug. Many of you know I was homeless for about 6 months. All of you listening, no, you knew that. 6 months in 2012. I actually had to call the hospital one night because I was afraid I was going to die of hypothermia sleeping in a cold, rainy alleyway one November. That's his birthday month. That's very sad. Ended up in the hospital with a numb foot that still has no feeling to this day. The nerve of some people. That's funny. He followed up with a joke, That's really funny. Money is, and this doesn't make any sense to me. Money is no object if you don't have it. I disagree. I think if you don't have money, money's like the only thing that is of objective value.
It's an object over there. It's just when you don't have.
Yeah, but it's always something if you say you have it. True. So
Again,
Casey,
if you can't argue with it, it's stupid, but you can't argue with it.
Very strange. Now, Casey, if you would, I'd like you to decipher this meme that he made of himself.
Okay. It says,
see if you can make heads or tails of this.
I'm not gonna. Dear Theus, broke well, first off, what's the picture in the back? Because that's the right way to do this.
That's him. That's him with the hat backwards, with his hand on his chin, looking creepy.
Yeah, what a loser. Dear Theus, broke the anti-theist, the artisan, downtown Olympia, new member, 5/2014, free food, conversation, $50 squillion. Click the symbols to find me on Facebook. rageconversation.weekly.com. That makes complete sense.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything he just said? What the fuck is this? It makes no sense. And below that, I won't dare make you read this because you had trouble with November 5th. New member.
Yeah, well, it's on a small laptop.
It's a very small. Lucas writes, negative capital T equals D/C, parenthesis, X is greater than 1, S.
All right, give me a second. No, I'm not going to get it in time. Why don't you tell me what it means?
I don't know, but C translation is right underneath that. I think that's a very valid suggestion to have there on that post. Who knows what would be translated? It could be his post. It could be the picture. It could be his comment of some nonsense underneath. But he really thinks of himself as a smart guy, as an intellectual, as shown in this next image, if you would, for me. Lucas Werner says, Adolf Hitler probably saw killing 7 million Jews, come on, adding a million, it was only 6, Jews as an art, as the psychiatrist sees drugging children as art.
Okay, well, that's like saying, all right, well, my motorcycle, it should run on urine because my car does. It's like, well...
Yeah. Well, no, neither one is right.
I don't think either's true.
I mean, you could have tied those two things together, just not as viewing it as art, but whatever. For one thing, mental health medication was developed by the Nazis to keep soldiers in line. Why was that in quotation? That's true. And they developed some very good drugs to keep soldiers in line. He was talking about methamphetamine, and that is what Adderall is today. So thank you, Adolf Hitler. Casey... He doesn't stop talking about Nazis here. He has a YouTube channel with, I think, hundreds of videos. I only went through a few of his most recent ones, which were anywhere from now to like 9 months ago.
Sounds like my Grant McDonald experience, yeah.
Yeah.
Try 4 of these and kill myself after.
So most every one of his videos is no longer than 3 minutes, so it's great. It's like... Tommy Tudor's videos are no shorter than 30 minutes, and 20 minutes of that is horrendous saxophone playing. I don't know if any of you have tried to go to his YouTube videos to watch it, but he'll just be talking about some nonsense like, yeah, guys, so today I was doing this, and I think that that's great. Just for no reason for like 20 minutes, and then he goes back to being like, and... if you think that everything is not great, then don't worry because it's going to be over in 2 weeks. It goes right back. It's fucking nonsense. This guy,
He's
all
an
short
artist, I don't
videos.
hear it. Beautiful.
He's an indie underground artist. How dare you? This guy has very short videos, so I had a blast clipping these. He goes on talking about Nazis, and you get kind of a feel for what Lucas Werner looks and sounds like, and it's not good.
Age phobic Nazis of the left. If it wasn't about that and classism, I could just go on Tinder.
Well,
That's
there that might be true, but there are other places to go. Tinder, as you know, Tinder is not the only place where you could find, some action. As a millennial man, there are plenty of
not,
other
based
places.
on past
Grindr, yeah. You go to Grindr, you could go anywhere. So if you could play the next image for me, he kind of, there we go. In 2014, he says, "Plenty of Fish has deleted my 6th account." What the?
too many fish. They decided, actually.
There's plenty of fish, just not here, not for you. OkCupid has deleted 5 accounts. Now, he explains why. It's because the women are hateful. They will and I have no idea who he's saying this to, because it just looks like he posted it on his own wall, and he's the only one that liked it. He liked his own shit. But he says, the women are hateful. They will block you for being a broke 34-year-old atheist. Well, maybe the first part. 34-year-old atheist has anything to do with it, but a broke 34-year-old atheist for so much as telling the truth and posing a solution so simple a woman could understand it. Okay.
Maybe there's the problem.
He goes on, love me, prove it, date me, Lucas Vagina. What? He's starting to sound like John Bulla in this one. This is science, man, not a pristine answer from God. Oh, wait, it's your move, bitches. If these women cannot be scienced onto my dick, they do not exist.
What now?
You can't
more
science a woman
gentlemanly
into anything.
sentence been uttered than that?
Yes, the next one. Your faggotry does not get me a girlfriend.
Touche.
It is cute, but unnecessary to my pussy pursuit. I can't hate you, but I kind of hate you for acting faggy when you have a girlfriend. There is no need. Who is this to? It's not like to anybody on their wall. He doesn't at somebody in this. It makes no sense at all, but he clearly liked it. He's the only one. So maybe it was
the never-ending pursuit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's something like that would keep him from being able to go to all those dating sites, or maybe creepy shit like this. If you'd play the next video for me.
Boy, would I.
Let me tell you, little Gen Z college chicks, about age phobia.
Let him tell you about age phobia. He never stops talking about it. Or maybe this shit. Go to image 5 for me, if you would.
I was wondering how many years in a row he's gone as the Undertaker for Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
That's what he looks like in that last one.
Let me tell you, college age chicks.
All you Gen Z college girls can rest
in peace. Oh, Lord. So he posts this to Facebook. Someone has a strong opinion. Yeah, you. It seems like you made that.
It
I don't know.
says anal sex, and what is it made out of? Is it just a drawing?
It's glitter.
Oh,
it's
boy.
glue. It's glue with glitter on it. It looks like a child's. Can you imagine if your 5-year-old girl brought that home from kindergarten class? Like, Dad, look, I made this. There's
He's
unicorn
so proud.
stickers and rainbow. You're like, oh, atta girl. Fucking idiot. Then below that, he's, I guess, talking to somebody because he says, I tried not thinking about you yesterday, baby, but before you know it, there was cum on the floor. And I was breathing like I had just sprinted a mile. He has never sprinted 100 yards, let alone...
He could not sprint a mile.
Jesus. On Okay, so he gets this sentence wrong, and instead of deleting it, he just rewrites it afterwards. He writes the first time, I'm going your pussy like a bowl of soft serve ice cream without a spoon. I'm going to eat your pussy like a bowl of soft serve ice cream without a spoon. God, that probably would work. That probably is a pretty good technique.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I can't shame
we'll
him
try
for
that report back and see how the ice cream test goes.
Not hard serve.
Oh, brain freeze.
Don't do it like hard
hold
serve.
on.
Brain serve. Brain freeze. Hold on. I got a little schmutz.
I got brain freeze. I'll get you next time.
Now you go. No, it's still frozen. My brain's still frozen. All right, so thank God for funny catfish, because people took advantage of him on Facebook and all his crazy behavior. If you'll play the next image for me.
Oh, of course.
This man who goes by Joy Baker, he talks to, and he says, Joy, I haven't had sex in 4 years. Shocking announcement there. As much as I want to fuck, to be honest, holding you in my arms and kissing you is just as exciting. That's a lie. Heck, just seeing you. All right, you're overselling it now. Come on, no one's going to believe that. I think I've fallen in love with you. I sure would like to see you. Are you back home? Want to go to dinner with me tonight if you're home? And then she writes, if you hold me in your arms, will I get MRSA? He writes, no, honey. Ha ha. And she goes, it's spread by casual contact. Oh, I love these people. They're great. I just, after reading this next creepy Facebook post of his, all I could think of, who the fuck would read this and get turned on by this? He writes, I hope you don't mind that I requested to be in a relationship with you, baby. I want to fuck you so bad. I intentionally try not to think of you because the minute I look into those eyes, I'm afraid I'm gonna come. I want to be...
When he wrote, I haven't had sex in 4 years, do you think that's... How did he settle on 4? Because that's a made-up number. It's a made-up number. He's never had sex. So is 4 like, is that far enough away where it's like, wow, I really feel bad. We shouldn't even talk about it because it's been that long for him. It's like, yeah.
I think it might be a real number because as it goes on, the number stays with that time frame. So 4 years later, now he's talking about it's been 8 years. So he hasn't had sex another 4 years after this. So I think this is a real number. But I think the person that he did have sex with was probably like one of the 1,000-pound sisters.
I haven't had sex in 4 years, which reminds me that body really needs to come down out of the attic because it's been 4 years. And that's probably a mess.
It's probably a mess. And then this is where I never understood this. Like, I get the whole dirty talk thing, but people who do it with like straightforward, real terms, it's just so funny to me. I want to be in between those thighs like there's no tomorrow. I want to kiss you as I ejaculate warm semen into your pussy. As I ejaculate warm semen into your pussy so hard, we'll have to get a morning after pill. That's not the reason why. You don't want retarded babies.
The jizz temperature has really no impact.
Oh my God. I shot so hard, there's no way you're not pregnant. I shot that up both fallopian tubes. Didn't matter which cycle you were on this month. I got them both. Pow, pow!
You're due next week. I fucked you so good.
You're going to be pregnant 3 months in a row. I want to lift your entire body onto mine, spreading your ass cheeks apart, to insert my fully engorged penis into your anus. As we fuck like moose, full rut. Oh my God. And then I had to edit this image. I apologize for everybody in the Discord. I probably could have showed you and then edited it later, but ain't nobody got time for that shit. This could be us as soon as you want. And it's just a picture of a girl. This could be, and there's no way the girl he's talking about actually looks like that or is a girl. So I thought that was real funny. Casey, a gentleman is always educating fools. If you will play video number 3 for me.
You got a whip with the Bernie Sanders stickers. You get like 5 girlfriends. In Britain, this means up yours. Classist.
He's got a lot of
Is that
interesting
true?
thoughts. Yeah.
If you have a whip with a Bernie Sanders stickers, you have like 5 girlfriends.
It worked for me. Yeah. As soon as I got rid of the car, all 5 left.
Yeah. As soon as I was with her, all of them bounced. Okay, Casey, listen up, because this is. I think this is for us. I think this is maybe for you.
If you're mean to me, well, this video is about you. Or if you're interested.
Oh, which one do you think I am?
Interested.
That's
How can you not be after all that sexual talk?
Yeah, and he's standing there shirtless in that one. Woo, boy.
Well, he goes on in that video because a gentleman never cares about the shitholes, Casey.
I don't really care about your opinions if you're a shithole to me. I rarely even read the comments. You're just spinning in your wheels. Nobody fucking cares. I don't fucking
What's
care
that
either.
deer behind him?
Say whatever the fuck you want. Downvote my posts all you want. You're the bitch. You're the asshole. I'm calling you out for being a bitch and an asshole. Which might make me an asshole, but I really don't care. I'm not going to put on a shirt. You're just being a queer.
By the way, Finn's fan in the Discord saying, get him on here. We need to interview this guy. That's absolutely true.
Absolutely. Nobody try to reach out to him. He can never know that we did this about him. We're just going to reach out. Maybe I'll catfish him. I think that's probably
Seems
the
easy.
best way. It's been 10 years since he's since he's fucked anybody or eaten a bowl of ice cream, apparently. A gentleman is always up on his politics and recent goings on. You may have heard of a thing called coronavirus. He talks about that in video number 6.
To be honest, I don't care if the coronavirus gets me and kills me and we're in Washington State. I don't really care. You know, I'm not actively trying to make myself sick. I'm showering every day and I'm like washing my hands like
Next to doubt.
3-4 times even after I piss
Even after.
with like tons of soap. So I'm like going out of my way to protect myself from this shit. But with the old like age-phobic cock blocking and denialism
And there it is.
and hypocrisy, even though you support Bernie Sanders in your classism and you're Gen Z and you won't date me, or you cock block me when like I get along well with the women, but you're there to cock block. You're a bigot. What I'm telling you is I don't care if I die. I really am just sick of you.
So there we go. He's on the same page as everybody else. Nobody would care if he died.
He's really mad at Gen Z for not dating him. He's furious.
Yeah. And Casey, he cannot stress enough how much he does not care. Next video, if you would.
Don't say anything negative to me, or I'm gonna give it to you in return until you stop, assholes!
Weird
Stop
cadence.
assholes from doing what?
Saying negative shit.
I know. He once again, we have someone who says a lot of things, but really doesn't say anything at all and thinks all of it's great.
Yes. I think it's great.
I do too.
I think it's totally gentlemanly. Now, he is a true philosopher, Casey. There are times in life where you run across true dichotomies, a true lesser of two evils situations where you can only choose one or the other. He gives one of those situations in the next video.
Let's say we're right in the middle of a coronavirus epidemic,
Okay.
and you say the word creep or creeper anywhere around me to where
Seems
I
like
can hear it, and I just blow a big fucking snot rocket on your face.
Oh.
What are you gonna do about it? Rely on the power of
Feel
prayer,
validated.
or go see a doctor?
Neither. I'll immediately kill you. What are you gonna pray about it or go see a doctor? Neither. You fucking idiot. What are you talking about? Oh my god, this guy. I couldn't deal with him much, and so I won't force him on any of you much longer. But I just wanted to ask. So Lucas,
DC, trust me. Force away. It only gets worse from here. I promise you.
Well, let's go out on a high note here for Lucas. If I could ask him, I'd say, so Lucas, could you sum up your ideology and life view in a couple sentences, please?
Bitch, faggot, nigger. Oh, I'll be profane for days unless there's some pussy on my dick.
Nice hat.
All right. Nice hat, no shirt. No class. He edits the word faggot by saying figgot. But has no... Why not just change the N-word to nagger? What? If you're already going to change faggot to figgot, it's right there. It's basically the same word. Basically.
Yeah, commit to it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So anyway, KC, that is Lucas Werner, a gentleman always.
He's going to get downvoted. He's
to hell.
He's not going to be a gentleman.
He's going to get downvoted to hell. Casey, now there were two gentlemen that did not make the cut this week for me, but they are both in my honorary Gentleman of the Week video. If you would play it for me, these two gentlemen will be very, very abundantly clear.
All right, with rushing water, clearly some kind of a flood.
Muddy water.
Motorcycle going over the bridge, and down they go.
Oh, slow-mo. Oh, man. Can you imagine? Being that stupid to make a bridge out of basically two logs and mud? That's what their bridge was made out of.
It didn't work. Yep, that's
No, and they fell right into the raging water motorcycle rip. I think they lived.
Yeah, I think they would have been fine. That water, it wasn't like the worst rushing water ever. I think they'd have been okay.
No, they definitely teach people to swim in those parts of the world, so they were probably fine.
There you go. That's it for your honorary?
That's it.
All right. Well, I have 3 honoraries tonight, DC. Pull them up here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, getting after it. All right, so...
oh man, the brim of your hat. The brim of your hat must be green.
Oh, is it green? Is it disappearing in the with the background?
It's awesome.
This hat's fucking me up because it keeps sliding back on my head. So I'm just gonna leave it back here and look retarded the entire time. That's fine.
You look great.
All right,
we don't say retarded. We only say faggot on the show. We don't say retarded. How dare you?
Thank you. All right, that's a good point. DC, my first one: drunk Russian's nose is bitten off by a horse after he made a pass at the female rider and then tried to kiss the animal after his advances were denied.
At first, I thought it was like a chivalrous horse, but really it was a personal attack from the horse.
That's right. Unfortunately, only
the whole first part was unnecessary.
Only one image available. We don't actually get to see too much of the damage, but it does look like that nostril, I think, is gone there. Like the skin on the outside. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to tell.
Oh, man. You ever been bit by a horse?
No.
Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts real bad.
I would imagine
they really pack a wall up between those flat chompers of theirs.
Right. That's right. Your wife grew up around horses. I've never spent really any time around horses at all. So, yeah.
I got bit as a kid. I was feeding it a carrot, and it got a little bit too excited, and I didn't have any more carrots left, and it was like looking for him and like pecked at me, like got me right on the arm. I had a bruise there for fucking 2 weeks. It's awful.
My next honorary gentleman, DC, we have man riding lawnmower on US 75 charged with DUI in Topeka. Here's the story. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Department had an unusual stop Wednesday afternoon on US 75 when deputies pulled over a man riding a lawnmower. On Wednesday, December 9th, shortly after 3 p.m., they pulled over Dalton Hunt as he rode the lawnmower on the southbound shoulder on Northwest Highway 75. He was arrested and charged with driving under the influence. Here's a closer look at Dalton, and that's exactly who you would expect.
Total gentleman. And, dude, you don't even have to ask. If he's driving a lawnmower on the freeway, it's like, yeah, you're drunk, aren't you? Let's go. No breathalyzer necessary. Let's go.
And my final honorary DC is actually a bunch of people, and it is anyone that made one of the following calls.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Constable Ed Sancho with the Norfolk County OPP. I just wanted to take this opportunity to speak to everybody about the important use of 911. What I'm about to talk to you is not a joke. This call actually came into the Norfolk County OPP attachment yesterday, just shortly before 11 p.m. But the Ontario Police Norfolk County attachment's primary focus is public safety, and we want to take this opportunity to reinforce to the public the importance of the proper use of the 911 system. When people need emergency assistance, dialing 911 gets immediate help under normal circumstances. On average, it takes 2 officers approximately 30 minutes to respond, investigate, and clear the call. This puts enormous pressure on OPP resources when officers respond to unnecessary calls that can be prevented. On Thursday, December 10th, just shortly before 11 p.m., officers attended a Queensway West address here in Simcoe for an unknown individual that contacted 911 reporting an emergency. It was determined that they called the emergency number after they had e-transferred money to purchase illicit drugs that never arrived and wanted to report a theft. The use of 911 for emergency response continues to save lives when used appropriately, and the OPP want those who need urgent help to contact 911. The OPP also encourages families to discuss the proper use of 911 to prevent hang-ups and misdials from occurring. We're also encouraging all Norfolk County residents to use 911 when there's an emergency. Please do not call 911 about a power outage, to inquire about road conditions, or if you have a sick raccoon in your property, or to order food. These are just some of the calls that we received in the past.
So, person number one
Now,
didn't get their drugs, and they're upset because they e-transferred money and the drug dealer never showed up. And then he's also upset about...
he stole my bitcoins. He stole my bitcoins. Okay, first of all, this might be the dumbest police officer alive. You should be encouraging people to call when their drugs don't come in. Like, especially call us if you've lost money on an online drug transaction. We give those calls priority. Don't tell them not to call you, you idiot. And also, calling the police for food. Not the worst idea I've ever heard.
It's worth a shot. It probably won't work out, but nothing bad's going to happen to you. Like, he's going to talk about it in a video, but you're not going to get in trouble. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's not like you're talking to the police anyway. You're talking to some minimum wage person who just answers the phone and then dispatches it to the police. That's why they answer 911 dispatch. I hate my life. How can I help you?
DC.
Wink.
It is nomination time. And to kick it off, I have a question for you.
Are you ready to have fun?
Fun with Onis. It's time to have fun.
And it's snowing outside.
DC, that is my gentleman, YouTuber, author, musician, and all-around talent, James Jackson. YouTube name, Onision.
I've heard of him.
Have you?
He's a pedophile. Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Well, spoiler alert.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's dive right in. Onision was born in Washington in 1985, raised by his mom. His family were Seventh-day activists, and I did a whole bunch of research on that, got bored, and I don't even know why I mentioned it now, because I didn't learn anything.
Or that they were Adventists.
Yeah, DC. He's had 3 YouTube channels, Onision, Uh-Oh Bro, and Onision Speaks, which have totaled over 5.5 million subscribers and 1.2 billion views.
Okay, I'm going to go kill myself now. I'll show myself out.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, these fucking people.
That's right.
How do we attract idiots? That's the thing. Like, we're trying to get people with good senses of humor who are smart, who get our references. I think we're going about it the wrong way. I think we need to go and be like, it's snowing outside. Oh, do you like me now? Fucking idiots.
So, DC, let's take a look. You want to know how we get views? Let's take a look at his most viewed clip, Banana Song.
Okay. I'm taking notes.
Sky!
What, Greg?
I'm a banana!
You're a what?
I'm a banana!
What happened to your clothes?
I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me, man! Yeah. I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me, man! Banana power!
I can't think of a time in my life where I would think that's funny. Like, even as a 14-year-old, I don't think I would think that's funny.
It's gentlemanly, first off, and it's hilarious. Just thought you should know that.
I'll disagree. I'll disagree with you on that. And I liked Badger song. Okay, I laughed at that shit forever, and I hate this guy so much.
Banana power. Look at me move. Uh-oh, banana time. Uh-oh, banana time. Uh-oh, banana time. Stop.
You don't think it's good? You don't like it? Let's try something else.
I mean, try something else, please.
Let's try something else. So he started uploading in 2007, playing a character called Chibi. Chibi is a gentleman, and I think you're gonna like him.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Chibi Dirt. Wait, don't click away from the video yet. I have something super cool to show you. Okay, so some guy asked me what my favorite food is, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Rhinoceros. And then he said I was weird because I didn't have a favorite food. So I was like, that's it. I'm gonna figure out my favorite food right now.
Now, what followed, DC, was 6 minutes of dumping all kinds of food on himself and screaming. So I decided to summarize it up for you in this supercut.
Okay, so as you can see, I have a variety of food, and I'm pretty sure one of them is my favorite, but I don't know which one it is. Okay, so first up, ketchup. No, that's not my favorite. I know, let's try honey.
Right? So
Let's try oatmeal pancake mix. Now for some salsa. Let's have some seaweed, chipotle sauce, maple syrup, vegan marshmallows, ooh, Triscuit crackers. Now we need some Acai daily booster shots from Jamba Juice. Now it's time for some almond milk. It's ragu sauce time. Almond yogurt. White chocolate. I love white chocolate because it's white and it's not black. Everything's better white. Oh my god, is that horseradish mustard? Applesauce, ooh, pineapple. Caramel, ranch dressing, hummus. Oh, jalapeno hummus. I should totally try vegan sour cream mango.
So, over 1 billion views. Over 1 billion.
You know what my favorite part of this guy is? Is that you had to watch so much of this to cut it.
I spent 3 or 4 hours today on this, and I hated every moment of it. I'm just kidding. He's a gentleman, and I'm here to nominate him.
Yeah, how dare you? Come on, we're not shitting on anyone here.
So, outside of entertaining us all, Onision has had some issues in his time online, and maybe we don't remember what DC said a few minutes ago. Sometimes his edgy content tends to ruffle some feathers. Such as when he likes to rate pictures of girls, maybe questionable pictures, and maybe the reactions could draw into question some preferences that he may have.
Okay.
This girl's like a 9, you might be asking yourself why. And that's because she looks like a really real person, someone I think I would get along with.
That's because they look 16, man, child.
Shut up. I think this girl's like an 8.7. Have you figured out my type yet? And don't say 12-year-old, just don't say that.
Meanwhile, this girl's like 8 out of 10. Yeah, solid 8.
But Greg, what if she's 15 years old?
Well, last time I checked, we're allowed to have opinions about people. It's not a perverted thing. It's honesty.
So there you go. We are finding all kinds of ways to justify things around here.
We are. I like that he meets it head on. He has whoever the hell that is, his producer or video guy.
I think it's him.
Yelling the obvious comment. It's him?
I think it's just him in post,
as a voiceover or something? Okay. So I like the fact that he's open with his shittiness because, I mean, his gentlemanliness. Because the worst thing that you can do is make people take their bad opinions, like their racist opinions or sexist opinions and stuff like that, and like internalize it. And be afraid to share it because then you don't know who is a shithead. You want people to, I mean, a gentleman. You don't know.
That's right, thank you.
You want to know who is the gentleman so you could maybe put them on a list of gentlemen, say, and avoid them at all costs in the future, or put them on your podcast and ass blast them into online, obscurity.
An online gentlemanly registry that you can look up by address. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Gentleman, goddamn gentlemanwatchdog.com coming soon.
All right, so I found let's hear from one viewer, DC, who's frustrated that she hasn't made the show yet.
Submitting so much just to never get in a video is getting old. You know what? I'm gonna put you in a video. Fine. There you are. You literally look like the 10-year-old version of my ex-wife. Maybe that's why I never put you in a video. You ever think about that? Moving on.
So
Did you ever think about that? Of course you didn't. What the fuck are you talking about, you narcissistic fuck?
Why would she? I think that this next clip is very well worded.
Oh look,
I look like the 10-year-old version of my ex-wife who was 7.
That's right. Look like
Oh,
my
God.
ex-wife, just way older. So this one, he starts out with a picture of a 9-year-old, and here's his reaction to this.
9-year-old or something. Can we just not? If you're looking at a 9-year-old and you're thinking, well, hypothetically, I could date her. I don't know. There's just a point, you know?
There's just a point where... yeah, the point is where her boobs are just points. That's all they are. It's just... Anyway.
Yep. Before we get
God
to...
damn.
Before we get to his wife, who was alluded to there before, the mood's going to change as we move forward into this nomination, DC. So let's all just take a quick reprieve and enjoy some nice dancing.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, what's that? What's that?
Okay.
That's
Now
kind of funny. I like that. That was funny.
All right, so now we're back.
If that's all the video was, which I don't think it was.
Yeah, no, there was more. So
Okay,
DC,
yeah, then it's awful.
Onision's wife or ex-wife. Now, to me, the first time when I was watching this was one of the first things I watched. And to me, at the beginning of this, and even kind of throughout, this to me seemed like a prank that they had planned prior to filming.
No.
But it
I
does
hate
go on a
these.
while. It does go on a while, and if it is a prank, it just misses. So a gentleman doesn't always hit the mark, right? So I'm not saying that this is uncomfortable. I'm just saying that I don't know what it is if it's not that.
Greg and I decided...
Here we have his wife at the time, who, by the way, looks 14, dressed up in Halloween makeup, full white face, black around the eyes, blue hair, short hair, and
A
fake blood.
slit neck. Yeah,
Yep, fake
slit
blood on
neck.
the neck.
decided that this year we'd go for realism, so he took the scissors to my ear in my sleep, and now I'm bleeding. But, I mean, it's a great look. It's gonna scare all the kids, you know?
Yeah, that looks real. For real.
It hurts a lot, actually.
You know this video's never going to be online, right? No one will ever know how much I abuse you. It's ridiculous that you think you'll be successful. How many times do I have to tell you everything that you want to put online goes through me first? Want some candy corn?
Want some candy corn, he says.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Who doesn't?
Hey, open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Yes! Throw candy corn at her.
No, Greg, I don't want any.
Open your mouth.
I don't want any, Greg. Ow! Ow, that one really, really hurt. Greg, I'm wearing
that
shorts.
candy corn hurt. That candy corn really hurt, Greg. Oh, that candy corn was like a razor blade. Your candy corn hurt, Greg.
So, not sure if it's a prank, but it definitely missed the mark if it was. Now, as it turns out, they were divorced in 2010 amid allegations of emotional abuse. So who knows what happened in that video. DC, let's bounce back with some gentlemanly zingers.
All right.
Hey ladies, this is how you do makeup. You're not done, so you look like a totally different person. That way people can love you for you.
That's
Oh
not
look,
the
it's
same
diarrhea
person.
face. Did I say diarrhea face?
is.
I'm sorry, that was rude. I meant to say diarrhea face.
Hey, why is it we're always hearing about kids having autism? What about adults? Where are they? Oh, mental hospitals. That's awkward.
All right,
Or
we're back.
YouTube stars.
Yeah, we're on YouTube on the Onision channel.
Oh, boy.
DC, a gentleman always keeps in shape.
This is my vegetarian body! Ah! This is my body!
Do you do
That's
that?
a cocaine body. Do I do that? No.
No, you don't do that. So he's into
I have
his-
I have an alcoholic body. I don't have a I don't have a vegetarian body, unfortunately.
It's all wheat. Yeah. So he's into his body, but little did you know, he's also into other people into his body.
Thing called the P-spot. This is the area of my body I repeatedly asked my wife to stimulate. She refused, saying she thought it was weird. You guys saw me break down crying in the first I betrayed my wife video. I'm done crying now. This woman was willing to stimulate my prostate, who delivered to me something no one has ever offered me before.
Did he just beep prostate?
He certainly did. He beeps weird things, yeah.
That's okay. I guess if that's a thing, that's kind of funny. But at first I thought it was a vagina. Because I was looking at it backwards.
Oh.
I mistake the anus for vagina all the time. So.
DC, we saw the clip of him and his wife, and you noticed that she had very short hair. It turns out that this is actually something that some gentlemen are into. And he's a gentle guy, too, and that comes through here.
I'm scared. My feelings are I'm scared and ugly. Jesus, what the
You like it.
Not in this context.
I'm gonna pull your hair again, and you're gonna like it.
You can't tell me what I will and will not like.
She loves it.
You could be
She's
bald
so
and I'd still be
turned on
attracted
right
to you.
Jesus.
I'm not done. I'm just checking my stuff.
You're like yanking me around.
Well, you know, you are who you are, and sometimes you just like manhandle your husband.
You pulled my hair and burnt me and almost cut my ear off 6 times.
How this chick clearly doesn't want her head shaved, and all these girls are just standing around going, ha, 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 let's take pictures. Ha.
All right, so that was a little bit of a dichotomy as he watches a video of what he was doing, but other people doing it. After his divorce...
his wife liked it, though, a lot. And he liked it because he was making her look more like a 12-year-old boy.
Sure.
The more he cut that hair, the more she looked like a man.
That's correct. I don't think that was the wife. I think that was a girlfriend. The wife was the short.
They looked exactly the same. Oh, because she was
stocky
fatter.
one. Yeah, the stocky.
Yeah,
one.
stocky.
Video.
That was nice. That was a nice way to say that.
You're welcome. She looks 12. I don't want to insult her. So
that's illegal. Insulting women is illegal after January 17th or whenever that inauguration is going to happen.
Yeah, as non-gentleman Joe Biden heads in. DC, after his
It's a
divorce,
fact.
he moved to Canada, where he started a new relationship. That one sadly ended quickly amid allegations of both emotional and sexual abuse. So, again, just allegations.
But that's Canada. I mean, if you say like, "Hey, did you make dinner?" Like if you just ask, like, "Hey, did you make dinner?" That's grounds for divorce, and she gets 3/4. She gets 3/4 of whatever you make,
and
that's
all
Canada
of your hockey
for you.
sweaters. She gets to keep everything.
All of them.
DC, you saw that he was sometimes he wears like a wrestler's mask when he's doing his stream. So let's continue with masked Onision as he explores the world of head shaving.
Back in India with another ritualistic, unwilling head shaving because everybody wants to look like Buddha or something. I don't know.
She's probably being shaved.
That's what's happening.
And they're Hindus, you asshole. If it's India, they're not Buddhists.
DC, we've had some famous people
Probably.
on this show or featured on this show, but we've never had, in the middle of research, a moment like this for me where a real gentleman shows up on the scene and crashes the party because DC, no matter who you are in the world, you know that you're fucked when this happens.
Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it very much. We're going to continue this evening on our investigation of Onision.
Bum, bum, bum. That's bad news. You never want Chris Hansen to know who you are.
Yeah, but also Chris Hansen is a very prominent figure on Cameo. And people will buy. He'll say whatever you want. He will say whoever you want.
Oh,
is
that's a real
pedophile.
show. There's hours of him on YouTube talking about this.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah,
good, excellent.
Yeah, no, that's
Excellent.
That's a real one. So here's a little clip of Chris talking to Onision's ex-wife.
He was having sex with me, and he told me, I want you to shave your head.
In the middle of this intimate moment.
In the middle of sex, yeah. And so he took me off into the bathroom, and he shaved my head in the tub, and then continued to have sex with me. And then he made me do a lot of videos. Well, he tried. I think I only got one of them out. He made me do a lot of videos as bald characters, like The Last Airbender. He wanted me to do Lex Luthor.
I see nothing wrong with that between two consenting adults.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, if you don't want to get shaved against your will in a bathtub, don't marry the guy.
That's
all I
true.
have to say about that.
And DC, as you point out, maybe we're just blowing all this out of proportion. Maybe, let's see.
Probably.
Maybe not. But also,
this guy
maybe we're not.
really likes ball. But that's not even like a pedophile thing. It's not like 6-year-olds are bald until their hair grows in when they're 9.
I know. It's the balls. That's what it is. Now, it's crazy that these videos exist. It's crazy that they were posted.
Mm-hmm.
What's more crazy is how many of them there are. That's the real shocker. So we're now on the edge of an uncomfortable cliff. I think most of us have fallen off of it. Everyone's very uncomfortable now. This is for the rest of you that are hanging on. We salute you. But as we're getting ready to close up here, here's another video.
Looking so not pretty. Don't you feel better? You feel like a little dog? You a little dog?
Man, that sucks. She's hot.
Yeah.
Jeez. He's just ruining women.
That's exactly what he's doing. Before we close, let's let Chris Hansen sum up exactly what our gentleman here is accused of.
Who's a YouTube streamer who's been accused of being a predator, of seducing, control, and coercion, almost cult-like tactics involving many female victims.
So, DC, before we close, he had many videos of him melting down. You can see this image of him here. These are a lot of videos of him fake crying and screaming. He comes in with like his eye bleeding, like he got punched. It's a mess. So instead, let's close on a lighter note with one more body review and a little bit of life advice for the ladies.
Okay.
Chick said breastfeeding did nothing for her baby weight, but she's working on it. Sounds like you didn't breastfeed enough, because you realize whenever you hook a baby up to your boob, they're sucking calories out of your body, so you literally have to lose some weight by breastfeeding. But what do I know? It's just logic.
So there you go, DC. My gentlemanly nomination, Onision.
Oh my lord. Yeah, we won't go DC's science corner on that, but that's false.
Oh, you don't think that one's true?
No, I don't. As with everything, as with every diet or whatever, it also needs to be done with exercise. Isn't that weird? All needs to be done with exercise.
So there you go.
Because your body will give the calories to the baby and immediately replace them, like within an hour. And more. The more the baby eats, the more calories the body will give to the baby. Anyway.
What a couple of gentlemen we had tonight.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And like our former ultimate miscreant, Dick Masterson got Onision on a live stream, like on the kill stream, and asked him about fucking rapey shit while he was high on acid.
Oh my god, it's awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
find
it's pretty
that.
sweet.
I'm gonna have to find. I'd never heard of this guy until yesterday, and yes, as said in Discord, pure trash. I mean, I'm sorry, gentlemanly nomination is what I meant.
Gentlemanly nomination.
DC, tell
he
everybody.
He will certainly have my downvote.
Oh, upvote for me, absolutely. If you want to tell everybody where they can find all our shit.
Go to www.twogoddamngentlemen.com, and then you can find the link to our voicemail. You can vote on all the gentlemen, see your effect on the Hall of Gentlemen every week, and then go to patreon.com/twogoddamngentlemen, where you can join the live show by becoming a goddamn gentleman, or become just a regular gentleman. Get the bonus episode every single 2 weeks. We got another one coming up. The first and third Thursday of the month is what we're going for, unless one of us has prior engagements. But
it's 2020, so we don't at the moment.
Yeah, we really, really do not.
No. So DC,
unless one of us catches Corona, that'd be a good one.
I'm rooting for it. It's bound to happen. Neither of us are doing enough to prevent it. We have a ladies show coming up this Thursday, so we'll see everybody in the Discord then as we continue the search for the ultimate gentleman.
Wolves aren't gay, USA. Wolves aren't gay, USA.
We're going to bed. So there you go. Isn't that a great story, ladies and gentlemen?
Bye.
Meeting adjourned.